Hi, it's Melissa, and this is going to be a short video about preparing and installing a Plus site. So a Plus site is simply another name for a completely different website which is built at the beginning of your domain name, so it's built on a subdomain. So if you're ready to create a Plus site, you've probably already got your domain set up correctly. If you haven't, it's really simple. You'll need to get your host to set up a wildcard record, and if you need to know how to do that, just go to the Showit Fast wiki. It's wiki.showitfast.com, and if you just enter the word Plus site, there's all the instructions you need for setting up your domain to do it. You only ever have to do it once, and then you never have to do it again. So a Plus site is generally a cut down version of your main site, and I'm going to show you an example today. So it's really simple to install. What I did do was take this style group here, which is the main website, and I made a copy of it and I worked on it till I was happy with it as a Plus site, that it was going to be useful to give to clients as a kind of little gift to show them their images. Then when I was completely ready, I did a right click and I clicked on Export Style Group, and it exports it ready to go into a file which you can upload into the Plus site design. Okay, so when you're ready to go, you go up here to your main domain name and it will give you the option to create a Plus site. So we're going to create one. I'm going to call it client site, and then I'm going to choose the name, the actual web address for that. So you can see it's going to be clientsite.domainname.com. So if we hit create Plus site, you don't need to configure the Plus site settings. You've already done that once when you set up your domain name with the wildcard record. All you have to do is say open, save any changes you've made, and then it's going to prompt you when it opens the new site to immediately have a design. So you might be doing something from scratch, and that's cool. You can just choose a blank one. But I'm going to go and choose a style. I'm going to continue. And if you look in my styles, I'm going to go and import that Plus site that I exported. There it is. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to open it, and as soon as it uploads, I'm going to see it appear right here in the window, ready for me to select. There we go, you can see it coming in. And once again, if you've done this just one time, that Plus site will stay there in the window and you'll be able to select it again and again. You won't need to import it every single time. Makes the process really quick and easy if you're doing lots of different Plus sites for clients. And of course, if you bring in a Plus site and you work on it and you decide you've made an absolutely better version that you'd like to use in future, simply right click and export it and import it in again next time, and then you'll have the new version ready to choose each time that you're going to do a Plus site for a client. You might find that you want to have several different styles. You might want to have one for weddings, one for portraits, one for babies, and they're brilliant to use as little promotional tools as well. Okay, here it comes. So now I can see that there are two. This one here was my main one, so I always want to never touch that because I don't want to delete my main site style. But this one is the one that I've done as a Plus site, and you can see it on the right hand side up here, so you know it's the right one. So if I click Add Style Group, it will now appear all ready for me to use over here in the Pages area. So I can go to the home page, check that everything looks as it should,